What's up, y'all? Twan Eagles 215 reporting back at y'all with another video. And if you're new to the channel, guys, and you never seen me or this background right here, I need you to do me a favor and smash that subscribe button right now. Guys, smash the subscribe button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, guys, if you can, I need for you to do me another huge favor. Share this video to your Facebook, your Twitter, your Snapchat, your TikTok, whatever you got. Share this video on all platforms. I would greatly appreciate it, guys. Also, comment down below to let me know what y'all think about the video and the free agents that we got going on, and what would you do? Now, smash the thumbs up, guys, button to help me get this video to 15 likes. Whew, the longest intro I've done, I think. Now, guys, getting into this, guys, everybody knows that we are basically going through some times that are basically something that is basically hitting the whole world, the whole universe. And I'm going to speak a little bit on it, and it is the coronavirus. So what the virus is basically spreading all over the world. It's hitting everybody, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of people, all races, sizes, babies. It's just hitting everything right now. So it's very important to take precautionary action, guys, and doing the things as far as, you know, washing your hands, sanitizing your hands, washing down the equipment that you use, sanitizing it, you know, all things of that nature when it comes to this virus. Also, guys, I will be posting something right here to let you guys know maybe the symptoms, or, you know, things of that nature of what, if you want to know if you have it, or, you know, I'm not a doctor, but someone posted it and it does seem very, very accurate. So I'm, like I said, it's sitting right here. Check it out, look at it, you know, and, you know, if you have it, I mean, you get to the nearest, try to attack it as soon as you can. Go to the doctor, you know, and let them, they will, I'm pretty sure they will put you in good hands and take care of you. But be safe, guys. Stay in the house if you got to. Don't go nowhere. If you really don't have to, just be safe, man. Don't be sorry. Be safe. Okay, guys, let's get into the video. Now, I'm going to go over the free agents, guys, and I hope everybody is ready for this. Now, the free agents that we have a lot of free agents coming up, and the first one I'm going to start with, I'm going to jump into Nate Sudfeld. Nate Sudfeld was good for us, guys, for a long time. I just felt like he was good, but he just wasn't a right fit for us as far as quarterback wise. His progression to me was a little slow. It wasn't kind of where it needed to be, but then again, you have to look at it like, well, you know, we gave him some time and he wasn't progressing. So then I think we went out and got Josh McCown. But anyway, you know, I think Nate Sudfeld knows that, you know, it's about over. So I think he wants to explore and take his talents to test free agency to see what he can do. And I think that's perfectly fine with us. You know what I mean? We will need a backup quarterback, you know, being as though, you know, Carson Wentz sometime, you know, he can't get hurt, you know. So we will need a backup quarterback, but I just don't think Nate Sudfeld is the perfect candidate for us at this time. So, you know, Nate Sudfeld for me is a go out the door. Let's jump right into Rodney McLeod, who's due to make $7 million. He's making $7 million. And he could want more of a payday. Rodney McLeod came from the Rams, and I'm pretty sure that him and Malcolm Jenkins have good chemistry. They have very good chemistry, and they trust one another. Rodney McLeod got injured. He came back, and he played. He was playing pretty good. Is he the best safety in the world? No. Sometimes his tackling is bad, but he will go up there and fight for the ball in the air. and things like that we do like and we do need in a safety. So my take with Rodney McLeod would be if you can get him, cheap, which these safeties right now, even with Malcolm Jenkins going on, Malcolm Jenkins is the guy that's basically saying like, I excuse me, I'll play my contract and I'm ready to make more money, which he deserves it, but Devin McCourty, I think, just got 15 or 17 million with the Patriots. You know what I mean? But these guys are up in age and it's like they're wanting new contracts. So it's kind of hard to say, do you invest the money in a 30-year-old or, 30-year-old guy or getting close to 30? Or do you just start drafting and start teaching? You know what I mean? So it's kind of up and down. But me personally, I believe if we could get Rodney McLeod to come back, which he probably, I don't know if he will, and just play another 2 to 3 years for us and get him for a decent price. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Now let's jump into Ronald Darby. Ronald Darby was a guy that was up and down for us. It kind of I never forget. I heard a commentator say our best cornerback is getting attacked, by wide receivers, and I was like, dang, that's crazy. But Ronald Darby had the ACL. He been up and down. He played some good plays with us. He made some good runs with us. He's a Super Bowl runner, and he's due to make $6.5 million. So I doubt the Eagles are going to pay that. He was one of the our highest paid corner, but we do have a lot of holes in cornerback, so it's kind of hard to say whether we should pay him, excuse me, or not. I just think that Ronald Darby is definitely he has to go because I mean, you can draft the corner. There's a lot of corners going to be in free agency, and they're probably more effective than Ronald Darby. So with that, like I said, he's out the door for me. Nelson Aguilar, the famous Nelson Aguilar. Oh my God. So I'm pretty sure everybody is saying the same thing when it comes to Nelson. Nelson's out the door. We already know this. He's making $2 million. He's probably going to definitely test free agency. And somebody's going to pick him up. We all know what Nelson's famous for. We just know what he's famous for. Nelson was a big dropper. He dropped a lot of passes. He dropped very important passes. Not that he dropped passes, but he dropped a lot of important passes. Passes that could potentially win us some games. So, not going to say much about that. We already know Nelson has to go. So, Nelson's out the door. So, next we have Vinny Curry. I like Vinny Curry a lot. Vinny Curry is very good. Another $2 million guy. He played a year for the Bucks, came back with us. And Vinny Curry's a good guy. He's also a good player, and I think he had 5 sacks last year, which was pretty a lot, for us. And and I have to say, if we can keep him, let's keep him. But I do think we need to definitely get someone a little bit more aggressive than Vinny. That's my opinion. I think we need to get somebody a little bit more aggressive than Vinny Curry. Maybe in free agency or, if you can in the draft, third, fourth, fifth round, whatever, just to mold and kind of see what, we can get. Next is Josh McCown. Josh McCown, he's 40 years old. The guy's just, he did all he could for us. He's going to make a great quarterback coach, whatever level he decides to go. Very good football mind. Had been in the league for about 15, 18 years, and, he's going to definitely walk in this situation, and I say he has to go. So next up, Timmy Jernigan, which is making $2 million. Timmy Jernigan, he's very good, but he did get hurt, and I felt like his most effective time was when he was first here. I felt like he ever since he got hurt, he hasn't really been himself. I feel like Timmy is a good player. He does have a great motor. And I feel like what he does whenever you're rotating these guys in as if the Eagles do, he's a very good player. Now, with that being said, I say the only way we keep him is unless he comes back and plays for cheap. He has to play for cheap, and that's the only way I would keep him. So if he plays for cheap, bring him on back. So we got tight end Richard Rodgers, which he's basically. I mean, we can definitely use him because we have two great tight ends, and we never know what's going to happen. Injuries are a part of the game, but we also have Josh Perkins. So I like Josh Perkins. He's very, very good. If like I said again, if Richard Rodgers want to come back for the the um the league minimum, basically, I would definitely let him come back. You know, on something like that. But besides that, him maybe want more money. He's a little bit too old. I'll have to let him walk. So he's a go for me. Kame Grugier Hill, guys. We all love Kame Grugier Hill. What Kame Grugier Hill brings to us is a linebacker that's very, very, very versatile. He's very versatile, and he is a guy that basically is due for a big payday. He's due for a very big payday because he's a great tackler, guys, and he's very versatile. He can cover the guys in pass coverage. And I think that once he gets on a team, where he can probably be in majority of the snaps, you know, and he can probably have that starting role. We had Zach Brown come in. I think they kind of pushed him out, and you know what I mean? And between him and Nate Jerry and, all the mix up, but I think once he gets in a system to where it's just him by himself, I think he'll get acclimated to the game. He's a very smart player. And I hope we can bring him back. I really do. Um, Cameron Johnson, I think the kicker, he already got his deal done, I believe. But so we're gonna jump right into the Green Goblin, Jalen Mills. So Jalen Mills is a great player, guys. He had his up and downs. But what I can say is that Jalen Mills probably will um, start getting better and better as his football season goes on. He started out to where he was not very good at certain things, which even getting burnt a lot. He's actually his interceptions and stuff is not real high with his stats because of the certain defenses. And then he's a safety and he's a cornerback. So we got to look at that. But if we can get Jalen Mills on a good deal, like I said, because the cornerbacks are so, our quarterback room is not the strongest, and if we can get him on a decent deal, and he would take a decent deal, I would definitely want to bring Jalen Mills back, just because, you know, the guys that we have are very young. Jalen Mills has been in the league, so you figure you can't just kick him out. He's not going to be perfect. We know his weaknesses, his double move weaknesses. We know all that stuff like that. But I would say if we can bring him back, I think he's making $604,000, excuse me. And we can probably work something out maybe, but if he tests free agency, somebody out there will pick him up. So hopefully we can bring him back. Craig James is another corner. It's not a lot to say about him. I think he played like 1 or 2 games that didn't basically, he didn't do too much on. That's a guy I believe he can go. Hassan Ridgeway, I like him. He's a dog. He did get hurt, but he is a dog, and I think that we need to keep him. We need to keep him. You got Malik Jackson, you got Fletcher Cox. Them guys will need a rest. Hassan Ridgeway was making $725,000, which I think we can give him $1 or $2 million just to keep him, hopefully. But he's young and he has a good boulder. And we will need somebody to rotate them guys out. So, you know what I mean? Also you got Halapuli Vati. I definitely want to keep him, but I know he will be gone. The guy's just he started out rocky, but now he is very, very a good offensive lineman, and he's versatile. So $641,000. He will probably hit the free agency and be gone. Hopefully we can keep him, but more than likely he will be gone. I hate to say it, but he probably will be gone. If I'm missing anybody, guys, let me know what y'all think. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate it. It's been a very long one, my longest one. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, guys. Stay safe out there. And it's always fly, Eagles, fly.